Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, and today we're going to be looking at the rebuildable pod system by Vapefly, the Jester pod kit, rebuildable pod edition. It comes with two pods. One is rebuildable, as I said, and another one is with replaceable coil heads. So in this video we're going to be doing the unboxing. We will check the device, we will quickly go over the pods, we will place the coil in the rebuildable one, and then come back on top, vape it, and talk about it more. So let's dive down now. And here's the packaging. The Jester pod by Vapefly comes in. Rebuildable plus meshed edition, 2-in-1. Here we have some specs for it, some features. The scratch and check part. Here we have the color configuration, so we have the Jester color option inside. It says first rebuildable dripping pod system. Let's open it. And inside we have our Jester pod kit with the DIY pod, rebuildable pod. Plus you will get an additional mesh coil pod here. Now let's remove this part. And here we have a little box with the spares. Here we have the USB cable for charging it. Now let's try from the other side. Here we have a baggie with a large piece of cotton and with two coils, Cantal 2.0mm inner diameter, 28 gauge, 1 ohm resistance. Here, space coils. And here we have a baggie with a tri-tool, some O-rings, some gaskets for the fill ports of the pod, post screws for the rebuildable pod. And yep, that's basically it. And here we have the user manual. And here's the Jester pod kit by Vapefly. It's compact and quite lightweight. The casing is made of aluminum. This casing has a rubberized finish on top of it. Plus here we can see the name of the pod, Jester, some graffiti-like images on both sides. Here we have the fire button on the front, which is control button as well. At the bottom we have the micro USB port for charging the battery. Here we have the buttons to release the pod. Spring-loaded system, as you can see. Contacts here, 3, so it doesn't matter which side you put it in. It will work, both sides. And it clicks in with the sound. Now let me do a little size comparison with you with another rebuildable pod kit, the small Pasito. So here, as you can see, the sizes are almost identical, but because of the long drip tip, the small Pasito looks much taller. And at this point is also quite the same. It's just a more rounded shape of the Jester, looks it and makes it more like, feels more compact than the Pasito one. But basically the sizes are quite similar. Okay, we're done with that. So now let's see the pods. And this pod will be the rebuildable. It's too hard to take off the top cap. Let me do like this. And as we can see, it's just a RDTA type pod system, if we can call it that way. Here we have the tank, 2 ml of e-juice. Here's the filling port. And here's the deck, the most interesting part. The deck is quite similar to old style MTL atomizers. It's really simple. Here we have the bottom airflow, the ports for your cotton, and here we have an additional hole to release the air when you filling up the juice from this port, so you're not gonna mess up. And here we have the dome-shaped chamber on the top, made of stainless steel. It's really good, so the plastic won't melt. Duckbill style mouthpiece, quite comfortable. So yeah, it's basically tiny MTL atomizer, RDTA, but in a pot shape. And the cap holds on one O-ring. It's pretty hard to take it off, as you can see. Here's the O-ring. Just like this. And now let's check the another pot. It comes with the mesh coil here, and as you can see here we can adjust the airflow. And to fill up, press this button to release the cap. And here we have our fill port. And click it back. Once again. Now let's try to remove the mesh coil. And it holds on two O-rings. Just press and pull tight. Here we can see the specs. 15 to 21 watts, 0.5 ohm, Vapefly, and it's the mesh coil, notch coil top mesh coil, with the mesh on the top, I guess to prevent the speedbacks. And to change it, you need to unscrew it from this base. There's also another option available at our website, which comes with no rebuildable pot, just this pot, and with two coils. One of them is mesh coil and another is 1.2 round wire coil, 1.2 ohm. Now let's put it back. Nope. The other side. Yep, it's on place. So here I have already filled up pot. You can see the liquid inside, it's kinda half transparent, but it will be a little bit hard because of the additional cap. So now let's go through the specs. Let me put the filled up pot on top. And 5 clicks to turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to switch the modes, you need to press 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I just turned it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, now we're on 1, 2, 3. So this purple light is 3.3 volts, and switch it 3 times again, and now it's at blue light. Blue light it's 3.8 volts, and the green light is 4.8 volts. But the last option works only with the DIY pot, so if you press it, the protection will work and prevent you from dry burning that coil, because it's too much power, so the mesh coil 0.5 ohm can't handle that. Now let's just turn it on. And the coil resistance range for this device will be from 0.5 ohm to 3.0 ohm, and recommended resistance for the rebuildable pot is 0.8 ohm to 1.5 ohm. It's just build in that range and you will be fine. So now let's try and build this rebuildable pot, and after that we can go back, vape it, and talk about it more. And we're back on top with the Jester pot kits. Here I have the mesh coil, 0.5 ohm, and in this one, the coil we just placed there, rebuildable one. So let me start from the mesh coil one. I have it on a blue light, 3.8 volts. So let me take a hit and show you the vapor production. Very flavorful and satisfying MTL vape. The airflow is quite tight, even if it's on the maximum. It's open on the maximum down there, but it's still an MTL and quite tight one. Very smooth airflow, no sounds. Very warm and flavorful one. Yep, so now let's try the rebuildable pot. There is no airflow adjustment, and I have it on a same 3.8 volts, which is blue light here. Now let me take a hit of that. And as you can see, the vapor production is good, and it is MTL as well, tight MTL. There is no way you can do the restricted DL of it. It's kind of too tight for that, but it's a really satisfying, almost 2 MTL draw. And very flavorful as well. Now let me try to make the voltage higher. And now we're at the maximum one, 4.8 volts, here, the green light. Let me take a hit. And as you can see, the vapor production is a little bit increased, and so as the temperature and flavor. The before one, 3.8 volts, was quite medium warm one, and this one is very warm, close to hot vape. And definitely more flavor on this one. And basically we're done with this. So if you find this video informative and helpful, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. Thank you for watching us. We will see you in our next videos.